morning and welcome back to Coffee Break. This is the latest episode in our Day in the Life series, and today we're actually interviewing someone from right here at Erdman's. Welcome, Bob.
Hi, glad to be here.
What do you do here?
I am one of the sales managers here at Erdman's, so I sell all the books.
Awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Absolutely, happy to.
I think I usually just call you a sales rep, so I've probably been demoting you all these years.
No, it's cool. It's fine.
Okay. So Bob, what does a typical day for you look like?
Well, there really isn't a typical day, mainly because we have two imprints. So we have our children's books, books for young readers, and then we have the religious academic books. And all of the salespeople sell all of the books. So we have books called The Sheep Go on Strike, and then later in the day I may sell a book called I've got it written down here, the Creation and Chaos in the Primeval Era in the Eschaton.
Yeah,
So,
there's not a lot of crossover.
There's not a lot.
There's
so,
not.
So I may fly back. I don't have Minneapolis anymore. It's not my account. It's not my area. But when I did fly into Minneapolis, I would go see a library distributor early in the morning. So I'd be in the air at 6 a.m. probably, and by 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning, I would see a library distributor, and we would talk about Fontes and Pinnell levels and Lexile stuff and Common Core. And then later, I would go to a really cool little bookstore called Wild Rumpus Books that has all the animals running around.
They have chickens, right?
They have chickens and cats and mice and birds. The birds are in the cage, which is nice. I'll sell them our current list. And then after that, I may go to Luther Seminary and talk to some of their professors and, tell the Old Testament professor why he should adopt, our David Remembers book or something like that, or a book on, some Old Testament or some, theology professor. So that's quite different. So when you look at a day like that, I mean, it starts at, distributors and bookstores and then professors. The week after that, I may be at a pastor's conference selling commentaries. So we're really all over, depending on where we, what we need to do that particular week.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
Creativity. We work with a lot of creative people. We exist because creative people are out there and want to get their creative stuff out there. So the creativity kind of trickles down through the whole company and into the sales team. I've never had an idea turned down by my bosses, whether it's a sales pitch or trying to get a book placed someplace, or creating new programs for stuff. So creativity is encouraged, and it's kind of a necessity. So that's cool. Our books are awesome. That makes my job easy. I don't have to sell lousy books, which is good for me. It'd be hard to do that. And just fun people, and the variety. I mean, the variety is really cool.
What was your favorite EBYR book to pitch recently?
Well, The Right Word was cool because everyone loved it and everyone knew I was coming. That was one where I would get giddy buyers at distributors because they were so excited to finally see us.
You didn't even really have to pitch
right.
it.
It was, they would take it out of my hands and start reading and laughing.
And you're just like, so this book is like, shh, I'm
yes,
reading
leave
it.
me alone.
Okay.
I've read so much about this already. So that was a cool experience.
So what's something about your job that people would find surprising?
I don't cold call, so I don't knock on people's door and say,
right.
Have you heard the good news about the Caldecott? I don't do that.
Look at my book.
Yes. One surprising thing maybe is that I won't ever sell a book I don't think that they will love, or they can resell if they're a reseller. Part of my job is to know what their market is so that they'll be able to. They see a lot of buyers and they see a lot of books, so I can know what they will be able to sell again, or if I'm selling books at a show, if I think that they'll love it, I'll be able to do that. So knowing their market is a big part of my job.
So obviously, working in publishing, you have to keep up with all of the books that are coming out. So what are you reading right now?
So I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old at home, so not a lot of downtime for personal reading. My wife is reading them, The Chronicles of Narnia, so I'm kind of getting the audiobook experience.
Reading.
Yeah, so I'm going to claim that. That's going to count. For my airplane reading, I like to read on the airplane, which can't be anything very engaging. So I'm reading Gone Girl, which is fun.
Okay.
It's good. Just turn off your brain and read. And then if I want to engage and I actually have the book here for lunch breaks and stuff. I'm reading Michael Gorman's Reading Revelation Responsibly, for when I want to engage my brain and read. So
it's kind of all over the place.
it is kind of like what we do.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So what are your kids reading right now? So they're reading Narnia.
Right. My 8-year-old likes to read picture books to my 4-year-old, which is a lot of fun.
Adorable.
It's awesome. Yes, it's very cool.
It's
We
cute
feel like
thing
we've
I've
arrived
ever
as
heard.
parents. We kind of just
Yeah.
watch it. We're done. We've gotten there.
They're managing themselves.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then my daughter likes Ever After High, so she's reading.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard of that series.
Yeah.
Nice. So what was your favorite book as a kid?
So I read all the the Hardy Boys standards classics.
Wait, the original? Because there's like all these different series
Both.
now.
Both.
Oh.
Which I guess I kind of lost touch in the early '90s, but so if there's development since there, I'm not aware of it. So, but the old, hardcover
Original,
yellow
yeah.
ones or blue ones.
They were blue. Nancy Drew was
Nancy
yellow.
Drew was yellow.
yellow.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then my favorite one was Accidental Detectives.
Oh, that sounds sort of familiar.
Oh, also Encyclopedia Brown. I love those.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes,
You
those
just
were
love
great.
all those like middle school mystery books.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for people who want to work in publishing?
If you love books, and if you're excited about books, and if you think that you can get other people excited about books, you could probably do this job. You can't have my job because I have my job and go away, but you could probably do a similar job that I do at a different publishing house.
Don't steal Bob's job.
Right. I kind of like my job.
What should we have asked you?
You should have asked me, are my kids the very first children to...
Are your kids the very first children?
They are! Yes, they are. I think because I live closer than other people who live here. So the first copy, I get home.
Got it. So
And
it's
I beat-
purely because you can drive faster than the other people who have kids.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's why.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. This is fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we will see you all next week. You don't have to say
You don't have to.
Oh, you don't say clink?
No. the
I thought I'd
cups do
say
the
click.
clicking for
Oh.
you.
Let's keep that in there. All right, sorry.